Since 2018, the price of a gallon of milk has been increasing. And here I've entered data in a spreadsheet with the year in column A and the average price for that year in column B. So 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, those are the actual years. However, especially if we're going to produce an exponential model, it is better if we do not use those actual large values in the 2000s as our inputs, and so it'll be convenient if we instead take 2018 to be our initial value and measure years since 2018. So I'm going to adjust those input values so that they are measuring years since 2018. That means we're taking 2018 as our starting point at 0, and we're going in 1 year increments from there. So that's really the same set of data, but I've just adjusted those inputs. Now we're going to insert a scatter plot and look for what we see in the way of a linear or exponential trend in this data. So I've highlighted the data including my descriptive headings. I'm coming up here to insert, and I'm going to look for the scatter plot, and I'll take this first scatter plot option that's giving just a plot of those points. And it's come in with some decent labeling, a useful title, labeled horizontal axis. I may want to make a few adjustments. Okay. For instance, I think we might see the pattern a little more clearly if we didn't have this big empty space down here. I can format that axis with a right click, format that axis, and I don't think I need to see y values lower than about 2.5, so I can make that adjustment manually. And that looks a little better. And I would like a horizontal axis label here. When I'm on this chart design heading, I can see chart element tools over here at the left, and we're going to take a horizontal axis label here. And use that to put a proper label on what our horizontal axis represents. And now we have a pretty good looking scatter plot representing that trend. Now it looks like it would be pretty well matched by a straight line model, but it also looks like it could be perhaps somewhat better fit by an exponential model. I'm going to show how to produce both of those side by side, and we can make kind of a visual and quantitative comparison. So now I'm going to right click on one of these data values, and I'm going to choose add a trend line. The default option is linear. That's good. So there's our straight line model. Before I close this, I'm going to select this option to display the equation on the chart and to display the r squared value on the chart. So we can see that the straight line equation is 0.2899x plus 2.793. May help if I make that text a little bigger. And there is our linear model. Now I'd like to compare that to an exponential model. So I've clicked outside of the chart, so nothing in here is selected, and I'm going to come back again and right click on one of the data values. And I'm just going to go through that add trend line process again. And this time I'll select exponential, and again ask to see the equation and the r squared value. And I'll make the text a little bigger. So the two different trend lines are pretty close. To distinguish between them, we might consider changing the color of one of them. So if I click on either one, if I can do that and change this outline color. I guess now I can see the difference between the two just a little more clearly as I have it highlighted now. The red one is exponential and it's a slightly better fit. Under this chart design, chart elements, I'm going to add one more thing, which is a legend, and that legend will give us a comparison or an identification of which curve is which. Make a few final adjustments, and then I'd say at this point that's a pretty good chart showing what we need to see. So we have an exponential model, a linear model, and an r squared value for each.